Coach, OVC champions, talk us through today. 2 matches in match play to win a championship. Let's talk about the morning match with Moorhead.
Yeah, I think it's just a mentality type of thing. We've struggled with that stuff throughout the year, just keeping our heads in it. And I think, in match play, the other team feeds off of that even more so than stroke play. So, we talked strategy last night, but it was a lot of just attitudes and stuff like that. We'll go play golf, but I just think the mental side has been kind of our Achilles heel, and trying to just manage that as best we could and just stay in it. You're playing one guy, anything can happen at any time, and that was really important for us going into the morning and even in the afternoon even more so.
So when you play a match and you have an hour, what are you trying to do before you go out and take on UT Martin?
We really didn't do much. I think the guys were really ready. Obviously being in the championship, you're going to be fired up. So, we just had lunch. Guys hit a few balls, and we had a quick team meeting. That this is the whole reason we're here. Is we've been working on since last year. Even though we've got 3 freshmen and one of them played in the morning, or 3 of them played in the morning, 2 played in the afternoon. They were fired up from last year. They were a part of it, even though they weren't. They were all committed and signed. They're following. So, everybody here had that fire in them that I think, they didn't want to experience again, right? So, that was a lot of fire and motivator. And then just for each other, I think we're a really close group. Myself included, I teeter the line with them as well. I think we're a really, really close group of 8 guys. And I think you saw that out there, everybody clapping and cheering. We didn't have anybody here but us, my dad and Ronnie as the trainer, and that was really all we had. So I think, the 8 of us is what we had, and we did a good job of managing our emotions. I was with Mateo from hole 12 all the way to the end, and the golf he played, for him it's been his chipping. It's always been his chipping, his attitude. And today he's hit the best chips and the best attitude I've seen him since I've started coaching here. It's been a long work in progress with him, and I just get a little caught up with that. But.
And then he made the putt to win the championship for you. Really a back and forth match that was very exciting down to the last hole.
Yeah, he played great. He was bogey free 2 under for 18 holes. He birdied. He made 14 straight pars. Easy to get frustrated. He was 1 down, but never really in the first 14 holes had good looks at birdie. Usually he's stiffing it, and he had a lot of 20 to 30 footers, which is a little uncharacteristic for him. So it was really just him staying in it and making sure he stays in it, and keeping his head on straight. And then he made a nice birdie to have on 15. It's partially my fault on 16. The adrenaline started to kick in on 16. He hit his normal little 105 shot, and he just smoked it. Great 2-putt there. And then we had a little of a situational match play moment on 17. He did great at executing that and playing it different than he normally would have. And then up 18, I think he saw Jackson go right, and I knew that was going to be hard. My guy was there in the morning, and it's just a hard shot. You've got to hit it perfect to have it be close. You can easily get it to he still hit a good shot to get it to 10 feet, and I think Mateo's shot wasn't easy. He had not an easy shot because it was kind of hard underneath. It would have been easier if he was 3 yards short. He trusted the bounce. He hit a great shot. He kept it below the hole. We do drills from 3 to 8 feet, every day and twice on Sunday. And that's exactly what he had. He had a left edge 6-footer. We do them 8 million times in practice. So it was funny that it came down to that. It was funny that it came down to him. I just think, he did a great job. The whole team did a great job. The chemistry and everything, and the atmosphere out there was great.
Just your thoughts now on going to the regionals?
Yeah, we're excited. I think that's getting to nationals is the goal. Getting to nationals and doing some damage is the goal. But we're in that next step for sure now, and we're ready to see where we go next week, go anywhere and play anybody. So we've done it all year and done really well. And, the bigger the event, we've done even better. So, guys are ready.